The girly pops, the gays, and the admiring looks maxers, they were just oogling and droogling over your glistening chest hairs. And I need to know, and I need you to fully make me understand why that matters for my political commentator. Why is that relevant? Why should a person that is worried about politics, that generally wants themselves to be educated on the matters of politics, policies, geopolitics, you know what I'm saying, any relations, why would they read this garbage? Oh, my bad, just in case. Oh, my God. Listen, Mr. Piker. I know. Oh. Our God's Eddie King. Oh, goodness. You already know what it is, baby. The Daily Slops. Sloppy! Of course, more works, more things, more Johns happening. On the EHDI plus cinematic universe. Yo, it's stressing me diner. I was just talking about this on the last vid, bro. I got hiccups and John like that. It's cooking me. But, like we said, no surprise we're dealing with Hasan! Of course, because apparently, yeah, Hasan has been up to some Johns, bro. Terrible works out here. But apparently, Hasan has had Arky on a stream. You already know Arky, Yugi, the duo. Jones is hilarious. But yeah, apparently he had Arky on stream doing some type of Johns and having this shock collar trivia game. Shocking, I know. And yeah, apparently a whole bunch of John's been going on like that. Apparently within that, he's been acting like he doesn't know how shock collars work. Yeah, even more shocking considering he's got 2 movies out. Collargate and Collargate 2. Truly the sequel no one wanted, huh? But yeah, we got that whole John's to deal with. Apparently, you already know. We should already know this is going on every time. Husband Go, the Roach King, and Hasan have been going back and forth, of course, on a whole bunch of different means. You already know. Whether it be the political ideologies, rhetoric, or opinions, or just going back and forth, like, you know what I'm saying, on a head hominem, making fun of each other. You already know that gets down in no TLDWs on that, boy, because we're going to be seeing. You already know. But apparently, also, too, yo, I've been saying the whole time in pretty much all these vids that, yo, we need to check out the whole John Mackay. And, of course, the Daily Schlops, one of our glorious Slop Kings, Pegasus, we're going to be showing our love. You already know every time we get in a vid. But cover some of the Johns going on with Kai. So, yeah, I definitely want to see that for sure. Definitely going to be a yap sesh there. Because, like, yo, again, I was making fun of Kai of wanting to improve his life. You know what I'm saying? Move on to a new chapter, new phase. I ain't seeing that. Definitely ain't feeling that. So, ton of Johns to go over in the Daily Schlops of Gills. Mixy messy as always. So, we ain't wasting no more time, baby. Trilly talks everything. Trilly doesn't need to have everything every single time. Let's see what's going on now in the EHDI plus cinematic universe. This time. You already know, baby. Yo, the Daily Slops, of course, means one of my glorious Slop Kings. We said in the intro. You better shout out, shout out love. Where's Pegasus? Hold on. Huh? We love to see it. Do 20 shot play with us, bruh. You already know. We gotta share the love with one of our glorious Slop Kings. Always. Yo, we got though. Hasan's friends just destroyed him. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, the OG Daily Slops, you know where it's going to be at. Down in the description. Firstly, sure to love it, of course. Pegasus. We got no time to waste, yeah. Cole's not with Mr. Piker. Let's do it.
Welcome back to a series so shocking. Even Electro subscribed in today's video. Hasan is back trying to make jokes about shocking his dog. He's pretending he doesn't know how a shock collar works. He's playing a trivia game and calling out all his ops, including XQC, saying that clout went to his head. He's
of course
also calling out Jellywig for betraying him in the shock collar saga. Asmin is calling Hasan out of touch and has induced a meltdown on Twitter. Hasan is claiming that he never hid the fact that he grew up rich. Unfortunately, we have the evidence.
Facts are still facts.
Asmin has responded.
Facts are facts. Facts.
To Hasan's recent crash out, calling him smelly and disgusting. He's calling out Hasan for advocating more political violence, warning him that it will eventually backfire onto him. People are clowning on Kai Cenat for attempting to better himself and looking up words. Absolute clowns. Subscribe or you get zapped with.
That fool always yapping, bruh. You gotta tell him to stop yapping. I'm telling you, bruh. That is truly the one thing me and him truly got in common, bruh. Yeah, everything.
10 billion votes.
I'll definitely pass.
Call do 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 do.
But first. I need someone to take it away.
Let's up those
Numbers up. Clips never live down. Ooh, boy. We're getting into the Naruto intros, the anime intros now. I like to see this. I want to see more of these, and if not, that'll be grass. Truly. Now take it away, Jelly Rig.
Do 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 do. Cut.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right,
Never
so
fails.
Hasan is back, and he's once again attempting to make jokes about him shocking his dog, Shameless. So here he is playing a trivia game, pretending to not understand how a shock collar works. Arky and Hasan play shock collar trivia.
Lowest level 1.
What is?
Trust.
Wait, how do you change the level? Mine is
You gotta click it in, and then
lowest level.
Mine's so smaller.
Wait, it says 16.
no, that's 16 for the vibrate.
Oh yeah, that was vibrate.
See how,
Okay.
see how it's at that yellow icon? That means
Uh-huh.
you're adjusting vibrate. You gotta click it
Oh
in
yeah, that
again.
was okay.
Okay.
If you click it in on the top again, you'll start adjusting the.
Wait, does this work on just this one? Wait, does this work on just this one?
Yeah, so we'll trade
No,
remotes.
No. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll swap.
You can swap.
Okay. All right.
So level 1. Okay.
Level 1, and then you hit the 1 bolt. You don't hit the double bolt.
Okay, 1 boat. Got it.
Ah, man. He truly never wants this to go away.
You guys want to test it out a little bit before you go in?
You know how the
Tester?
chatter being like, you know how this works? Stop acting dumb. You do realize like all these different colors are different, right?
Yeah.
Like they all.
Yeah, sure, Hasan.
Oh yeah, I mean, Hasan only knows how to use the maximum voltage torture collar that actually makes his dog yelp and cry out in pain, right? He doesn't really deal with the low grade stuff, you know? That's why he doesn't actually know it. But honestly, Hasan, what is this prawn level acting at this point, bro? Oh, wait, guys, like, how do you change
He said, Hasan, I don't think this is the right scene.
the level? Yeah, nobody is buying that shit, bro. How do you do that? Wait a minute, is this the button that you absolute dog zapper? Stop it. Stop this absolute prawn level.
Emperor Palpatine Piker, yes, such pathological liar. You know how the shocking tools work. We did see you push the shock collar remote out of the stream.
Acting and just admit you electrocuted your dog. And the thing is, you even admit you know of shock collars, your trainer uses shock collars, you're aware of these things, you obviously know how to use one. This is just so pathetic, dude. By the way, I just gotta point out like how disrespectful it is to do this, because the equivalent to this would be a trivia game where it's like an abusive husband and they're going, yeah, you know, I option C, I drop kick my wife on.
This is what I'm saying. Like, yo, this is why he's always gonna infinitely get shit for this. Cause I'm like, yo, bro, this is perfect example to Streisand effect. Why would you do this? Like, this is just gonna bring more attention to the fact that again, yeah, the dog zappa, the dog shaka. Shock. I got this remote on me like it's my Glock. And if Kai try to move, she had a. And she better know I don't give a fuck. She getting out of place, she getting struck. Had to stay in a little place for 8 hours. Like, yo, again, shit like this is not gonna go away. So when people bring up Collargate, when people in the chat, Collargate, bro, Hasan, yeah, you can't get mad. Streisand effect, Ouroboros concept. You're inadvertently gonna bring more attention to this shit. It's gonna get wider attention and publicity. Again, self-damaging, cyclical processes, self-destructive loop. Undoubtedly, baby.
Tuesdays. Option A, it was actually a falcon punch. Oh no, choking, I save that for the weekends, right? Oh, actually, I
save
never do
that
that.
for
I
the
just go straight
weekends.
for the suplex. Like, that's the amount of trivia he's playing here. He acts like it's all crazy. It's just a conspiracy. Buddy, it's documented multiple times. We caught you in 2026. So then Hasan does what Hasan does best, and he shock collars his friend.
This isn't a vibrate collar. This is a shock collar.
This is a shock collar. It's not a vibrate collar. But are we vibrating each other or are we shocking each other?
Shock, but low, shock low.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ah! Oh my god!
Wait, are you sure you?
Why the like just like I don't know whether to laugh or just sit here like because for real, it's just like why do this? Like Hasan, there's no way you could say that you don't participate in petty drama, because why else would you do this? Like, you already know there's obviously the whole controversy with Collargate surrounding your name, bro. You already know it's again like, and this is the craziest part about it too. It's like you're literally farming this drama, bro. You're farming this controversy. Why the fuck, bro? You're not doing this unless Collargate happens, right? And again, I know, Trilly. I'm actually Trilly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, duh, obviously, that's the reason. That's, like, the primary reason. But still, to this, like, again, how could you say you don't want Heads talking about this, or Heads calling you the dog shocker, or all these different things, or, like, any other Jones, bro? How could you be pressed, bro? Jones, like, the free Kaya. Again, like, Heads shouldn't stream something and all that, but how could you be pressed when you're doing shit like this? It's like, nah, bro. But whatever, bro. Nah, bro. It's cool. Bro, you can't take a joke, bro. It's just, bro, you can't take the memes, bro. But then you call the nigga a dog abuser. Then it's too far. It's like, bro, that shit.
No, I didn't do yours yet.
Oh, you didn't?
You want to do it the same time?
Yeah. Okay, fuck it.
Okay,
You do
same
it.
time
You do it
moving
now.
forward.
You do it.
3, 2, 1. Bro, that's gnarly.
Oh,
That is gnarly.
wait, what the f? That
Oh, okay, so now it hurts, right? So previously, when you zap Kaya with 10 billion volts, the second
2,000 votes straight to her top.
she tries to take one step off her bed and, reach for some water, and, you zap her and make her yelp out in pain, and then you go, oh, Kaya, you're such a baby. Oh my god, a spoiled baby crying at everything.
you're being such a baby.
And then when you get zapped, here you are.
You said, Kaya, just please fucking. Like, yo, you're being such a baby. Oh, no, like, guys, my mom just spoils her so much. Like, yo, bro, what? And then, like, keep in mind, that was a couple months ago. And now we're sitting here, this nigga playing shock collar trivia. What the fuck? Like, yo, I be telling niggas, bro, that shit is crazy. So again, yo, we're putting aside, bro. We're putting aside every other John to even primarily shit on a nigga for Collargate, bro. Again, we gotta put aside, yo, this. Yeah, I just can't every time I look at this shit. But anyway, yo, we gotta pull all the other shit aside. We gotta forget about the blatant fucking U.S. designated terrorist group, or like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta blatantly forget about him glazing him up, right? Crazy works there, bro. We gotta forget about him advocating to kill people. But bro, this shit crazy. The nigga, yo, he complaining about people bringing up the shit with Collargate. And again, like, I just gotta keep stamping it in. He's playing Collargate fucking trivia. Or not Collargate, like, specifically, but like, shot collar trivia. What the fuck am I watching, bro? This shit is...
Instantly crying, instantly going,
This shit is ridiculous, bro.
it actually
This is
hurts.
fucking so
wow,
stupid,
what a
bro.
shocker, Hasan. It actually hurts being shocked and zapped all the time. Wow. Maybe
Nah, what are you talking about, bro? Kai was never wearing a collar during the initial incident, so tough.
you can actually learn some empathy for your dog now. Piece of shit. Finally experiencing a fraction of the pain he's been inflicting and dishing out for literal years. And by the way, this totally confirms the theory that all of Hasan's friends are on shock collars, right? Essentially, like, they get zapped if they
Oh, nah, bro. Hasan definitely be making a boss calls for sure.
disagree with them.
Like, Luddy 100% basically got the boss call. It's like not even a question at this point.
At least hypothetically, right? I mean, we all know that Jellywig has that shock.
Let's up those numbers!
Numbers up, and boy, were those numbers really up, because boy was Hasan dialing your shit, Jellywig.
Collar on at max capacity at all times. That's why he flip-flops and keeps swearing on his mom and taking it back. So then Hasan keeps crying like he does best.
Oh,
Bro, that's gnarly.
oh.
That is gnarly.
Wait, what the f? That was way different on my hand than.
No, the neck, I think so. He has so much lit. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what the fuck?
Fuck. That's. Ah.
No, it sucks, bro.
Oh, son of a bitch, and you waited too. I was like,
Bro, this shit is just so fuck. Yo, I can't, bro. Like, I can't. I'm just.
I was about to be like, why are you waiting?
Wow, breaking news, guys. Shocking news. The dog zapper actually doesn't like getting zapped. He doesn't like getting a taste of his own medicine. I mean, hopefully he can learn from this experience and stop zapping his dog. But if history is any indication, he's going to continue doing it. He's going to continue doing it brazenly on stream in front of everybody, because he knows that at this point, people don't care anymore. I mean, sane people do, but his cult audience obviously doesn't.
Those pathetic, wretchful subhuman homunculoids. The J-boys, they'll continue to show.
And by the way,
It's all rose-tinted.
this bozo is still claiming it's a vibration color that he used on Kaya, bro. We did the overlay. It's a 1-to-1, the shock color. The literal manufacturing company came out and exposed you. Your good
Yeah, educator. Facts.
friend QT went to your house and saw that you fucking took off the prongs and taped over it. You absolute psychopath.
I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Still lying about it, bro. You're crazy. People responded with Trump meme, Hasan pretending to not understand the mechanics of a shock collar. It's giving the time friggin' got supersized fries.
Beast?
And was like, oh my god, I can't believe they messed up my order. I asked for steamed veggies, not this. Bro, you guys thought you were safe from the friggin' flashbangs. It's anywhere, anytime, even when we're not talking about her. She gets mentioned, all right? Is what it is, all right? You gotta stay on your toes in the legendary series.
Legendary series. Diabolical works we got there.
What does 460 volts of electricity hitting your brain feel like? Therapy?
Probably 2,000 volts straight to her top.
Or torture. The truth about electroshock. Bro, really trying to do the meme it away strategy and trying to gaslight everyone again? That's
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like, are y'all seeing this shit? That's why I keep having to mention, I don't give a fuck, bro. Again, dick eating or whatever. Bro, the same nigga complaining about heads bringing up Collargate, Collargate, whatever they want to call the shit. Like, realistically, Collargate. But, like, yo, whatever rendition, right? And then you're doing shock collar trivia. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, hello? That shit is crazy, bro. Again, this is why, like, and then heads mad, bro. The right-wing mega grifter slop tubers, like, nah, bro. If this nigga wanna go ahead and farm his fucking controversies, bro, the real bad ones, bro, we're gonna keep farming the nigga condemning the dumbass shit that he does. I will keep telling niggas, bro, do not give a fuck, bro. Call that shit Hasan derangement syndrome, bro. Fucking orbiter derangement shit, Yoko and straight up derangement show, whatever that shit. I'm like, bro, if these fucking piece of shit, these abhorrent fucking assholes wanna keep being on this timing, bro. Approved. Farming? Approved. Yeah, their asses are getting farmed. Because, yo, what the hell are we looking at? Like, bro, nah, Hasan, you're getting infinitely shit on. Like, that's tough works there, bro. Again, and he's just coming off. Looks like, again, he's shocked fucking guy again.
Sound biker special. Bro's trying to pretend he's in on it and it doesn't bother him while downplaying it and messing with the SEO. He knows what he's doing, and in a normal situation, he would have been able to bury this as old criticism, but dog abuse is more than a standard controversy. Bro, the thing is, he's not in on the
Approved.
joke. We all know what happened when somebody came up to him with a meme of the dog
Free Kaya.
shocking. He lost his mind and started talking about Asmongold's
Yeah, and why did you go and why did you tell him to pop up with a gun next time, Asmongold? This shit was so fucking stupid.
address.
What if it happens to you? Or whether it be Asmongold's address?
He's obviously very thin-skinned about this. I don't even know why he decided to do this trivia show.
He's so fucking stupid. Well, yeah, that's the reason also he decided to do this too.
So funny, right? The cringe denim.
Wrong one. A cell phone queen. Denim's TV. Yeah, what are you doing here? Truly an unsufferable witch bitch troglodyte. And we just came off of Yoko. Trust me, she's #1 on the list. But boy, boy, Denims, are you a close second, third, whichever one you are on the list. Honestly, it's really interchangeable. Whether it's you, Yoko, Taylor Rand, Screw, or an Empty Mind. Trust me. Girly pop.
Girly pop.
You're not needed here. You are not. Yo, look at what someone said under it. Nightmare on Denim Street.
His face. What's up with wearing the Korean War veteran hat? He fought in the Korean War. Knowing Hasan either something terrorist related, communism related, and or mocking the US. There is no in between. Or something dog shocking related. Apparently it's explicitly to steal valor. Remember when his defense of it not being a shock color was to cut the prongs and it looked flat but with tape? So what's this, a flat shock color with no prongs? Well, to be honest, I don't think it's useful to dissect anything he shows us now because it's obviously gonna—
Like, he's a liar. He lied 13 times about this shot again. I just showed y'all, like, you know, the initial 10, bro. And then, like, you know, guy was never wearing a collar. Again, it's a buzzard. And then the G-Boys wanted Kaya to lay in the spot for hours on end. Like, yeah, bro. You cannot trust any interpretation Hasan has of any, like, type of Collargate situation.
To be altered. We know he alters stuff, right? We know QT exposed him that he literally just alters stuff and tries to trick his audience, you know, use his fat fucking hands to block half the shot color anyways. He's such a manipulator, bro. Right, so then he calls out XQC for not blindly following him like his orbiters and actually criticizing him when he does stuff like shocking his dog. Hasan says out of all of his former friends, XQC is the one who let clout go to his head the most during the shock color trivia. Also pokes fun at coworker Ludwig. I wouldn't go to his funeral comments.
Which friend of mine in the streaming space has let clout get to their head the most? Could it be a former friend?
Ooh, former friend? Up to me? No former friend.
Okay.
Yeah, former friend too easy. That is true.
I was gonna say XUC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Current friend.
Current friend. Who has let clout get to their head? A friend. Zoran Mamdani, the mayor of.
I find that the comments that Hasan made about 9/11 just absolutely irreprehensible. You know what I'm saying? Just really not good timing. Also, Hasan, do we see you in the VP space? VP, bro, grammar. Do we see you in the VIP spot? I don't think we did, brother.
New York.
The mayor of New York?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Bro, can this guy get any more lame? He is so unbelievably desperate for this politician guy's approval. Like, oh, I'm friends with the mayor, guys. I'm so cool. First off, literally nobody cares, even if you were. Any friend of Hasan is probably misguided in some way or also a fucking loser, commie, deranged lunatic, right? I mean, at least he disavowed the terrorists for, you know, PR purposes, I guess, but he disavowed you as well. You know, you're not really part of the club, and you keep trying to, like, fucking hug his shoulder, be like, yes, we're totally together. We're totally best friends right now. Like, all right, get back in the psych ward, buddy. And I just love how this Arky guy specifically said, no former friends, right? Do not mention XUC, essentially. And Hasan just inserted himself. He jumped at it and said it anyways. Like, oh, XQC. Bro, this is the guy who says that, oh, he doesn't start drama. Oh, he never starts drama. People just drag.
Hasan, I don't participate in petty drama. Biker.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Fuck it. It must continue to be said. What do I be saying, bro? I'm like, yo, how the fuck do you not participate in petty drama? That is horseradish and Daddy Bonico, some bullshittery.
Him into drama. Bro, here you are literally starting drama. You are so unbelievably butthurt. You feel the need.
Schrodinger streamer. Hasan will turn from a political commentator to a Twitch streamer. This must be one of the Twitch streamer moments, totally not a political commentator moment, because I'll tell you what, Big Ass is correct. Yeah, this is definitely starting drama. Like, this is 100% inciting drama. How is this not participating in it? Tell me.
To call out XQC constantly. And then you wonder, oh, when I get into all these dramas, why isn't XQC on my side? First off, nobody's on a fucking dog abuser, terrorist blazer side, okay? Nobody's saying actually is.
Approved.
Right? And second off, he did the detective pain analysis. He caught you, bro. You
The debunker, Mr. Minecraft, check my language. We sure did get Fortune 2 from that one.
shucked your dog. And this is just classic Hasan bully strategies. Hasan the type of guy to slap you 50 times in the face, and then when you finally fight back, he goes, what the hell, man? How could you do that? I thought we're friends. Like, you're just a piece of shit, man. Right, so we'll check out XQC's response in a second, but first he calls out Gillywig.
Cloud is getting to his Cloud's getting to his head.
Okay.
Yeah, Cloud has absolutely fucking destroyed your head. Don't you got brainwaves from that shit?
Humble brag. Okay, that's fair.
People saying Ludwig in the chat, that's a coworker, guys. Okay.
Oh, Ludwig's a coworker.
Yeah, he's a coworker. He's not a friend. He wouldn't go to my funeral.
He wouldn't?
That's what he said. No, you didn't know about that.
No, he said that?
Yeah, he did.
Was you to his?
I mean, yeah, to fucking flex on my ops.
Jellywig!
Let's up those numbers!
I ain't gonna lie, man. We really up on those numbers now. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I better yet, we really down in them numbers. Because I remember when Jellywig was saying this, John, he was talking about how, like, yo, bro, when he retires, bro, when he gets off the streaming and all that, bro, that's why he not popping out the half these ass funerals and all that. Cheh. Yeah, we really down in the numbers, bro. Oh. The G-Boys are gonna like this. The Orbiters are not gonna like this. Ooh. They're gonna make it acceptable to shit on Jellywig. He's been casted aside, casted away, banished, exiled, excommunicated. So let's see. Shall the slander or the defamation, the misconstrusions, the misinformation, shall it be spread for Jellywig? Well, let's see the show. Or will Jellywig take it away?
I'll be like this. Damn, the spread's too good. I forgot who died.
Yo.
Oh my god, bro is so salty. Oh my god, what are you, Lay's extra salted, bro? Holy shit. So this is all over the fact that Ludwig temporarily, for like 5 minutes, disavowed Hasan due to all of the backlash, right? And if you actually analyze what happened, Ludwig, you know, being the jellyfish king that he is, he stayed
Spineless.
out of the situation for as long as humanly possible. And then so many people, including his own fan base, were pressuring him so much to speak out about this because he was actually friends with Hasan that he finally said, okay, Hasan 100% had a shot caller. And then immediately after, he got
ring, 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 ring. Oh, you better get, yeah, it's gotta be like transponders now. Better. Cut check. Yo, this is Nick. All yours.
Fuck it. I'm saying it.
Fuck it. Got that boss call. Tough works there.
the boss call, right? And apparently he was sent a secret photo from God himself, apparently. He
From
claims it
God
was not Hasan
himself.
who sent him this photo.
Cause somebody said I'm a flick, and it showed that the flick, it definitely was a vibrating collar. It was not a shot collar. But the problem here is we didn't see the picture, and we don't know who sent it to Jellywig. So not really doing anything for me, Jellywig.
So I don't know who the hell it could be. My guess is rank number 1 Hasan simp Taylor Lorenz. And apparently this mysterious person, this deity, sent him this secret photo that nobody else has ever seen, and it totally proves that Hasan is innocent. First off, a photo would never be able to prove Hasan is innocent because we saw the fucking footage. You have to see the entire stream and hyper-analyze the specific collar, which we've already done and concluded it's a shock collar, right?
I think he lied about having a shot collar. I think he 100% had a shot collar.
Approved.
I got close-up pictures of the shot collar. I didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar. On
Disapproved. Once again. Jellywig. That's pretty crass. Very, very, very crass. Tough when you get that boss call. Bad works. Even worse rolls.
my mother's life.
So then Ludwig switched up and said that Hasan had a vibration collar and didn't shock his dog, right? And, you know, he swear on his mom or something like that, right? And essentially, he ended off still being on Hasan's side. And another side thing that was happening was basically people were calling out Ludwig for being friends with a despicable person like Hasan, you know, being this terrorist blazer. And Ludwig goes for the instant cop-out response saying, well, you know, I may hang out with these people all the time and, you know, I might be friendly with them and collaborate with them and stuff like that. And my girlfriend might have a podcast with them and hang out at his house every day, apparently, or, you know, frequently or whatever.
Oh, man.
But, you know, he's not
No. Jellywig.
my friend. You know, I wouldn't actually go to his funeral. And in fact, he did the most cop-out thing ever. He's like, I wouldn't go to any one of my streamer friends' funeral, except like a few that he can totally get away with because they don't get into controversy, right? And basically he was trying to get the public rage off of him. And basically, that was the timeline of events. Ludwig was still colossally spineless and mostly still on Hasan's side. And even this little bit of disagreement, Hasan could not tolerate it. He's like, biz, shock him, lightning bolt him. Hasan simply could not tolerate even the tiniest bit of disavowal here. I mean, he couldn't even understand Ludwig's situation as a friend that, hey, you know, he kind of has to shit on you, even if he doesn't want to, because that's kind of what the public wanted there.
Nope, it's ethereal glaze every single time. Oh, wrong one. You must glaze, Mr. Piker. You must stay ideologically pure. It's the purity testing Olympics, I'm trying to tell you. And every bull is going for gold. For what reason? Well, who knows? Who knows? Because, yeah, I'm sure you have seen, but yeah, orbiting Mr. Piker and or like collaborating with him and or just, again, interacting with this fool, yeah, it's not really tending to go positive for any of them. Jellywig included, Dennis Casey John and Froding included. the flex of these bulls.
And Hasan is zero understanding of that either, zero charity for that. And he basically goes, oh, Ludwig wouldn't go to his funeral, so I would totally flex on his grave, which is completely different, by the way. That's a whole nother level of douchebaggery, even if you're like hypothetically joking or whatever, right? And it was ripped to Jellywig. There's about 50,000 volts being sent straight to his shot color.
2,000 votes straight to her top, or better yet, to his top.
Right about now. Bro, you know, Ludwig could do the best thing ever. He could just completely shit on Hasan and, you know, have this complete switch up, and he would be absolute cinema. But, you know, I'm not going to get my hopes up here. That's just never going to happen. Decoy voice for...
Those numbers, unfortunately, are never being up. Not good on those percentages.
Responds, how the frick is Stolen Valor his fashion choice? Why is he wearing a Korean War veteran hat? Take the hat off, loser. I'm grateful my friend group has 0 cameras. I think privacy is the ultimate luxury now. This guy sure has a lot of former friends. Being debunked by the debunker has to hurt. Says the guy who streamed during the LA fires because it would make great content. Cried on Discord over not getting more views than he's used to on his Australia streams. Dude doesn't have friends, just people he uses. Hasan,
Facts. Most definitely facts.
you're literally the streamer most obsessed with views and cloud of all time. Wait. Be careful. He's gonna go in his Discord.
Him and Migs bot. Gaming. Bro, Jesus. Trinity cannot grammar for shit. My God, we're never beating the can't grammar allegations. Anyway, but him and Miz are boxing for that. For sure, him and Miz are boxing for that.
But threatened to neck himself. Right, so then XUC responded.
Clout get to their head the most?
Former friend? Up to me? No former friend.
Okay.
Yeah, former friend too easy. That is true.
I was gonna say XUC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he really wanted to say it. He really wanted to say it. He asked if he could change the question, and he still answered anyway. That's insane. This guy, he asked if he could change the question to get there, and he says no, and he's still...
Ooh, I could just feel us getting Fortune 2 on this one. Yo, come on. We got enough XP for these enchantments. We got enough in XP for these.
Still answers the way he wants that section from somebody. I'm actually baffled that he thinks this. When it comes down to clout, my behavior's been the same since I was a fucking nobody. And people try to come at me and say, oh, it's because you treat people this way or that way. I treat people a certain way, right? But that model of how I treat them was the same, if not worse. Yo, I used to be a demon before, and people are lucky that I actually got better as I progressed. You should have seen my logs in Pro Talk. There's a Discord you can only speak in if you're a pro player in Overwatch, okay? And they would all, guys, I was not even pro in Overwatch, okay? I wasn't pro yet. And they invited me in Pro Talk because they wanted to be entertained. Because I said the wildest shit. And I said the wildest shit in there, okay? And they kept me to Pro Talk. I was the only player that was in Pro Talk. Just because I said the wildest shit because they entertained them. I was like this, and the cloud didn't change it. If anything, I got better. Man, come on, bro.
I mean, he's absolutely right there. He shouldn't have been picking a fight with the debunker. All right.
Yeah, it gets me every time, I'm not gonna lie. Watson, get me my magnifying glass.
It's just a lost cause, okay? You're fighting the absolute scholar, the...
But seriously, it's just so, like, just hypocritical, like, and blatantly, too, for, again, Hasan, of all people, like, king narcissist over there, to be saying, like, yo, XQC, yeah, bruh, yeah, he's just so clout-brained, bro, he's just so real by the John. I'm like, yo, Hasan, you're the bull every day, again, literally complaining that you're on an island and all that, literally because of the audience you cultivated, these bulls slandering, defaming people, literally the same thing you do. Again, adding on top of the reason, again, his optics are a nightmare, a fucking shitstorm. But, like, yeah, at the same time, you want to do all these fucking collabs, get with all these heads to, again, farm their audience again, to lock them in, sign up them in. Hey, I can't even grammar. I really cannot grammar today. Really, shit's not happening. Dumbass allegations. Anyway, yeah, trying to sign up these bulls in with the entry-level political diversionary tactics, bruh. Taking some of these as audience to get them into your shit, bro. Trying to give them another $6 a month, or give your ass another $6 a month, which, again, a lot of these fools willingly do. 60 months sub to 81 months sub. Yo, what is with the grammar today? I really cannot grammar. Anyway, the 60-month sub, the 81-month sub, the 31-month sub, the 33-month sub. Like, bro, again, you're just farming bulls. I don't understand. Like, bro.
Master detective here. You absolutely tasered your dog, and you deserve everything that's coming. And honestly, I feel like you should get a medal for being Hasan's former friend. It's like, oh goddamn, you survived that. You survived that trauma, and you came out the other side, and you've not completely lost all your brain cells. So, you know,
shit, that's what really, yo, I'm not gonna lie. There's one person that needs that job, is definitely Ethan, bro. Like, holy shit.
I'd say that's an achievement.
Like, you survived going through this shit with Hasan, bro. Like, bro, you survived leftovers.
Pure responded, XQC and Asbin fighting inside Hasan's head for rent space. Dog Shako.
Wait. right now. We're gonna keep going, but
will never leer. When I'm in a hosting people in my head for an extended period of time competition and my opponent is Hasan. Orange nail biting emote. X has way more clout than Hasan. Arky's deep in enemy lines. What is he talking about? Your
super deep in enemy lines. Oh shit.
clout has gone to head to SUC. He's so restarted. Hasan is completely clout obsessed. I
Exactly.
legitimately think his entire way of thinking is filtered down through this sort of clout complex or something, right? So people who don't have clout, they don't even fucking exist.
I mean, honestly, that's not even like a bad like observation. He literally has the Hasan industrial complex, which again is on the basis of people clipping him and all that shit, so he can thus get more views to again build cloud. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like build more of like a public figure range. It's like, bro, this shit honestly is crazy how these Johns align. Or is it?
Apparently in his universe. They're like below zero humans essentially, and the only people on his radar are people like XQC and Asmin, and he hates them anyways because they're more popular than him. I know Hasan is capping because they were friends when XQC was already big. Hasan is so good at rage baiting XQC, you would think it's rage bait, but no, this is actually how he thinks. I swear, like every time anybody watches a Hasan clip, they're like, oh no, he's 2000 IQ rage baiting, and then you realize
No, it's like, yeah, it's really the mixture factor, and we just talked about this on other John. It's really the teetering thing with me, bro. It's like, yeah, no, Hasan like truly does believe a lot of these Johns, bro, but at the same time, he's being bad faith and disingenuous. But also at the same time to that, there also is a factor like, yeah, he really does be just saying stupid shit because, yeah, he is just fucking stupid. So, like, yeah, you have to really, like, choose between which part of whatever specific situation it is to see, like, is it more of the stupidity? Is it more he's just fucking dumb? Is it more he's being bad faith because, like, this is, like, one of his narrative and agendas? Like, is it, again, petty drama where, again, like, yo, he's just fucking lying? Like, you know, you really got to sit there and, like, choose and pick apart between that. So yeah, that's really the main John with it.
it's been going on for a year. Like, your entire life cannot be rage bait, man. Well, I guess to a certain extent it is, unintentionally. Moving on to Asmongold calling Hasan completely out of touch, and he triggered a Twitter meltdown. So it starts with this clip.
He's jealous because he's out of touch. Hasan's totally out of touch. He is. He's
Oh man, Asmon. Who I did you bad, brother. Hold on, let me get you on a better pause, man.
completely out of touch.
I did you so bad. I didn't do you any better. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. I was doing. It's already bad enough, brother. I know. Listen, the Roach King again. I love you, but man, we doing you already bad enough. Anyway, to come back to this. Yeah, big-headed ass, yeah. I'm like, bro, big-headed ass. If anything, I should be talking to the small-headed ass nigga. Anyway, sidebar, ad hominem, I know, dick eating. The point is, to corroborate what Asmongold is saying, for Hasan, the ivory tower mentality. I'm in my electric ivory tower. Seriously, though. When someone, usually a professor, expert, intellectual, or even a content creator, because Hasan is most definitely not the first three, not even close, but definitely the fourth. Oh, this is one of the biggest political commentators. Is seen as out of touch with reality because they only operate within their own bubble of theory, privilege, or comfort. They are thinking or making decisions from a detached or unrealistic or insulated perspective of not understanding how things actually work for the normal people. No, the common men. Oh, those peasants. The common rabble. Disgusting. Could never think on the level of them. Yeah, it is very clear to see with Mr. Socialism Piker. Because boy, is that shit a fucking grift.
Like, I'm sorry, but nobody who had polo lessons as a kid grew up working class.
Ah, the equestrian. Yes, yes. I'm telling you, Hasan, he couldn't have grew up affluent. No, never.
I'm sorry, you don't understand what it's like to be an average American. You don't get it. And that's fine. You don't have to, right? But don't pretend like it. Don't pretend like it. And also, by the way, a lot of other streamers too, they want to be beyond that. They want to be celebrities. They want to be seen as, like, you know, these important people.
That joint is whack to me. I always tell y'all, bro. The money and clout. Evil. Evil. Trying to tell you that John consumes people, bro. But that's the clout side of it. Like, obviously wanting to be on celebrity status, want to be like an A-list celebrity, bro. Heads want to be famous, bro. Heads want, like, again, the Yoko complex. Heads want the validation, gratification to be glazed up. Do not let that consume you. Like, on base level, you know how people say they're introverts. I be talking about this all the time. And again, it's always my opinion, but like, just at least like from what I'm observing, bro. My observation. But like, you know, I'd say like heads are introverts, bro. They don't even want attention. They don't even care, bro. Heads could always be alone. That Jonah's always cap. on some level, bro, because again, like just humans on base level are social creatures and all that. Like on base level, somebody like, oh, well, somebody, someone, people in general, they want attention, but like it's different forms. Like some heads want, like, again, like some heads want relationships on attention like that. You know what I'm saying? They want the one-on-one, like individual, like love, compassion, yada, attention like that. Some heads just want to make like the overall friends, get a new friend group. But like even more specific to that, John, bro. Obviously, within a specific scenario of heads being introverts, like, yo, you could still want to not be in like group settings or like they be in like very social Johns, but like you probably want attention. You probably want somebody to pay attention to, someone to talk to, someone to understand like your thoughts, ideals, all this type of jazz. But this leads out to the further extent on a total opposite side of that, where it's like, yeah, you want to be basically fucking Kanye, bro, and you want everybody on earth to glaze you. So like, yeah, don't get on that side of cloud. That shit is evil. But I mean the other like opposite end of that is not even cloud. That's just again like personal connection. But yeah, I think again you should value those more than like trying to be again be glazed up by the whole earth. Like that should, yeah. I'll let you know very quickly. No matter how much heads say they glaze you, bro, or like they love you, all that shit, nobody they don't care about you that much. They don't value you that much, bro. I'll tell you, bro. Even with some of these, like, yo, best example of that is like, yo, Cardi glazers, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, again, they'll say they love Cardi and all this type of boy, but I'm like, yeah, you don't love him that much. Trust me, you don't. At least I hope you don't, bro. If you value him more than your fucking family, Jesus. I know some of these fucking G-boys value this motherfucker more than they... Moving on.
It's sad.
Right, I mean, that was just facts. Hasan grew up as a rich Nepo baby and had his entire life handed to him. We know this. So Hasan responded, Asmongold says Hasan is completely out of touch. This is not even an argument. I grew up privileged. Never hid that.
Cap, you literally tried to say you grew up poor, you grew up broke all the fucking time, and then we had to debunk that by showing the clip where you said you were affluent. Like, what the fuck?
Right. He never hid that. Okay, we'll examine that in a second. You are a multi-millionaire business owner who sits in a rotting house, LARPing as a working man, as you justify hurting the most vulnerable labor.
Hasan, you do the same shit. And again, by you streaming and having YouTube channels and shit like that, you have a business. You know, Astanox, that fucking glove shito that XQC, the debunk XQC, bro, again, fucking dunked on. His little guppy, his little buddy. That motherfucker whose whole life depends on your fucking life, which is, Jesus Christ, I would never put that shit in my position. God damn it, y'all can't grammar for shit today, but yeah, I would never put myself in that position, because again, this motherfucker's, his whole career could implode at any fucking moment based on the shit he says and does. Anyway, sidebar that shit, gang. Yeah, you know how you pay that motherfucker to like, or at least I hope you pay that motherfucker. You ain't got man history paying editor and shit. Anyway, sidebar that, but like, you know how you pay that motherfucker? Like, yo, this is a business, bro. The fuck? Again, so if Asmongold has the same shit with his editor, bro, like, yo, and that's a business, nigga, you own a business. What the fuck are you talking about? Shit is so fucking stupid. Like, bro, I can't, bro.
In the country to majority audience of Euro MAGA supporters. Right, so about the never hid that, this guy's brazen lies is just getting astonishing at this point. He's put it in a tweet as well. This isn't like a passing statement in a YouTube video or in a stream or something like that. So I think it's time we do that segment on the Pegasus channel where we actually play Hasan's clips back to him, right? Because that's all you need to expose him. Because as
like literally directly,
Hasan Piker would say, facts are facts.
This bullshit goes both ways. If you're wealthy and you critique capitalism, you're a hypocrite. If you're poor and you critique capitalism, you're jealous. Americans are so fucking cuck sometimes. Exactly. I mean, I've seen both, for the record, because I was dead broke and was critiquing capitalism. And then people will be like, yeah, because you're a fucking loser. And now that I have money and I still do it, people are like, well, hypocrite much? People think that like I just...
Again, that's a straw man, because again, when people say this shit to you, that's not the argument they're coming from. Again, when they say this shit to you, Hasan, especially like, yo, off the like socialism grift at least, yeah, it's because you live well, like you live well beyond your means. But even specifically for this argument, yeah, again, you're saying you're fucking broke. That was not true, or at least you grew up broke and shit. That is not true. Brother, you grew up affluent. Brother, you grew up definitely a bit wealthy.
Fucking was born this way, you know what I mean? I always was this person. I always had this $3 million home. Like, it's just so dumb. Aren't your dad a billionaire? No, man. Are you? You're a 27-month subscriber? Are you that?
Again, your dad is again like part of like that one company. What's it called? Like some Bankti Holdings. Yo, shout out one of our glorious slop commentary kings and a senior member of the CDST Council, Rob's Media. Dropped the gem. Idiot influencers, Chank's nephew. But like, yeah, brother, like, Your dad was part of a company that like, had billions in the John. He was part of their board, bro. You were wealthy.
Kind of stupid.
Interesting. So here we have Sir Diddles Piker III going, I was dead broke, critiquing capitalism, right? I was dead broke. And now he's tweeting, I grew up privileged. I never hid that. This is so obvious. Brother, you are not a real person at this point. You have to be. Please tell me that Hasan has batteries in his buttocks because he has to
They gonna factory reset him.
be a
Yo, reminds me of that one scene in Toy Story where they factory reset Buzz.
programmed NPC, bro. Like, just designed to constantly rage bait the entire internet, bro. Because what the actual fuck is that? Like, you are such a hypocrite. It is actually insane. By the way, I know what his response to this is gonna be. He's gonna be like, it was out of context, right? No, it was.
Like, I'm so fucking tired of hearing that response for anything to do with Hasan. Like, bro, we're at the point where, like, yo, bro, if you're a fucking G-boy, like, bro, wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Stop telling me that this nigga's clips are out of context. Whereas we're at the point with this nigga, bro, where, yo, if you add more context to the shit he's saying, it gets fucking worse. It does not make any points he's saying better. It actively makes his shit worse. Please stop saying this shit. Like, if anything, you niggas want him to get clip shipped. And obviously saying that shit, do not clip people out of context, for real. But, like, yeah, with Hasan specifically, like, yo, the context is not doing him any better. The rules get quite literally worse every time. Approved on that one. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
Out of context, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I should have. It's my bad. It's my bad. I should have played the entire 10-hour stream. My bad, guys. I'm clearly clip chimping him. I'm totally not playing his own words back to him, of course. Think before you sleep, because, lol, you have tried to hide how rich you were growing up multiple times. The only reason you have mentioned anything about it is because you got exposed a few years ago. It's just so hard to square someone espousing socialist ideas with someone who grew up at the top of the socio-economic ladder.
Exactly, because again, on top of that, he is living beyond his means, and coming from that, you have no relation to the common person because you're way above them when it comes to wealth class and wealth status.
Sounds like your parents won capitalism, so why the passion for a communal system? What's a Euro MAGA supporter? I'm not actually sure. I think,
like, and again, it goes back to this because, like, yo, so why the passion for a communal system, at least from the way, like, I'm seeing the John, bro. Again, Hasan loved these authoritarian regimes and all that means, but it, like, due to that, also too, like, we'll go to the fucking where's the John? I literally was just looking at it too. Funny enough. Yeah, right here. Like, it's the thing with the authoritarian communism and socialism shit, bro. Like, socialism that gave the state full control over the production, oftentimes at the cost of personal freedoms. Like, Hasan thinks within, like, this type of communistic society, bro, this socialistic society, that he would be part of, like, yo, the state, bro. I guess he would be part of the top class, bro. Because, again, he doesn't realize he would not be. Also, the fucking tank he's at, again, like, be fucking glazing. This nigga do not realize this shit. Like, the cost of personal freedoms would not only be to that nigga Hasan, but again, the people as well. So I do not know why the fuck he would want this shit, bro. Like, the state is not allowing this nigga. Again, did the state fucking allow him when he went on his puff tour in China? I don't think he did. He was definitely capitulating to that government censorship. Like, boy, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, next.
So why the passion for a communal system? What's a Euro MAGA supporter? I'm not actually sure. I think he's trying to say that Asmongold's audience is all from Europe, and there are a bunch of people not in America that support MAGA. So he's basically trying to imply that, oh, Asmon has no support of Americans, essentially, which is obviously just bullshit. Except in Asmon's case, he is not LARPing. He hasn't changed how he has lived and is still living like he was poor. Started streaming in the same room, eating the same food, wearing the same clothing in the same house. And you had polo lessons. Anyways, so Asmon responded to Hasan's recent crash out.
That's the beauty of it, because I do think this is normie poison. You know what's not normie poison? Trying to be like, Zoran Mamdani was hanging out with this sexy man by the name of Hasan who said America deserved 9/11.
Just give me a minute. I got retweeted by the vice president. That's nuts. I mean, the thing is that I don't really talk about this a lot because I think that it's kind of like an ego thing. I know there are other streamers that like talking a lot about how, you know, they get mainstream credibility and mainstream.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that shit by Asmongold, nah, I'm not gonna hold you. I know he was definitely talking about Hasan. That shit is so funny.
Yeah, is that right?
I wonder who he's talking about.
You, nigga.
I don't know. It's a mystery.
This also
Nobody knows.
reveals that he does fucking hate that nobody takes him seriously.
No, it reveals that those fucking puff pieces are garbage, nigga. That GQ one. Yo, the girly pops.
Girly, girly, girly pop.
the gaze, and the admiring looks Max says, oh boy, did they just oogle and droogle over Hasan's glistening chest hairs. And don't forget when he's wearing the black Calvin Klein boxers. Oh, buddy. Ah, a wonderful sight. He also said that, yo, man, listen. The Cougs, some of the older girly pops. You better be flicking your Pete to Hasan. Your Pete? The fuck? The fuck is a Pete? Your meat. But already got to that, your jalupa, your bean. To this nigga meat pics. This is the bullshittery where we're seeing your puff pieces, Hasan. Aren't you a political commentator? And don't even get me started, bro. That one, your most recent one you had by The Guardian where they were just shilling out for you in Collargate. Yeah, some real fucking horseradish and dirty barnacles, bro. Yeah, trust me, no one's mad, bro. This shit is just fucking embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. It's giving... gotta take this one from the girly bops again.
Girly pop.
It's giving Turkish eye dubs. Emasculating, humiliating, embarrassing, felting. Whoa, buddy! Some bullshit.
Didn't know that. I'm learning that right now for the first time.
Look at how excited he is that someone in a position of power is actually...
Exactly. And you know who a position of power isn't? Some shitty publication that nobody reads. Yeah, I think it's cool that the vice president retweets me. You think that it's cool when some fucking embarrassingly lame, totally
Yo, this child make people hit the Dofi laugh. I don't even care, bro. I gotta hit the Dofi laugh, bro. Hold on. Yeah. Mr. Piker.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Fuck it. It must be said. Again. The girly pops, the gays, and the admiring looks maxers, they were just oogling and droogling over your glistening chest hairs. And I need to know, and I need you to fully make me understand why that matters for my political commentator. Why is that relevant? Why should a person that is worried about politics, that generally wants themselves to be educated on the matters of politics, policies, geopolitics, you know what I'm saying, any relations, why would they read this garbage? Oh, my bad, just in case. Oh, my God. Listen, Mr. Piker. I know. Oh. Our God's Eddie King. Oh, goodness. Stop playing. Like, bro. What are we doing, bro? Nobody taking this young serious, bro. Nobody. Like, bro. What is this? What is this, Jim?
fucking fell off newspaper writes an article about how you've got big muscles. It's embarrassing.
An army of girls and gays, not to mention admiring looks and maxers, would kill to be where I am now next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin Klein boxers poking out and sunlight glinting off the sweat beaded on his chest hairs.
I am an experienced media personality. I have an understanding of how these things work. This is literally my professional job, and I'm telling you, my assessment of this is that this is a very good, very humanizing piece.
Oh, don't worry, we all remember that article. Absolute yuck. The only person happy about that was Taylor Lorenz. She instantly took it, saved it to her smut folder. It is simply a reliable goon for her. She's done it 52 times.
The curse of Lorenz. Ew.
Up to this day. To the same article as well. We got you, Taylor. But basically, Hasan admits here that he wants people to write about his chest hairs, right? Rather than actually talk about his political contributions. And he's just an anomaly here because at the same time, he cries about not being taken seriously. And then he also acknowledges that the only reason people like him is because they're fucking gooning to him or some shit like that.
Ah, the cougar cat ladies.
right? So it's like this dichotomy of, oh, I want to maintain my viewership, right? So please write gooning articles about me. But also, oh my God, my lifelong dream is to be taken seriously as a political commentator. In that case, you got to disavow and sort of discourage this type of shit. But he simply can't because he's a narcissist. Then Asmund turns the tables and calls Hasan smelly.
You don't have any social skills. You don't even want to fucking shower.
The reason why
Hasan
cares so much about showering is probably because he smells bad a lot. Because a normal person doesn't think this much about showering. Hasan probably smells bad all the time. That's why it's always on the top of his mind.
Just because he doesn't fucking shower. So regularly showering.
God, he must smell so bad.
I can't relate to you. Your room is so clean. Yeah. Yeah, guys.
The entire thing's clean.
Look.
The entire thing's clean. It's completely clean. What are we talking about? I'll say this. I actually think at this point, my room might be cleaner than Hasan's.
For normies, he is a normie repellent.
Well, if I was a normie repellent, then why was I the most popular person watching the Johnny Depp trial? That was the most normie event that happened that entire year.
Again, why is more people watching him on base than you?
And also, by the way, I'm a weird guy. I'm a weird, goofy guy. I say weird stuff. I'm not a normie at all. I don't need to be mainstream. I don't need to have normie approval. If people want to come into my frame, they can do that and they can be part of my community. Or if they think that this is a little bit too much and, you know, I'm a little bit too crazy, that's fine. I don't
Get the fuck out.
don't need to change myself. But what I am seeing is that people are, and, you know, I'm a little bit too crazy. That's fine. I don't need to change myself.
And I say this all the time because, again, this does counteract something on the Trexicon. Hold on. Here. Show you. Which is, again, the change in patterns of behavior, which is if you make a mistake or wrongdoing, recognize what it is you did wrong and remedy it if possible, right? But that's if you make a mistake. Because there's a thing, too, where heads will say, like, oh, yeah, you change or you'll never change, yada, yada, this, and the third. But it also comes to the question of, like, well, are you changing because you feel as though, like, in yourself, like, you feel like you should make a change as a person? Like, you need to grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel as though you need to take that next step in your life, all the stuff it means. And funny enough, we're about to get to Kai with that, so I'm really about to be yapping on this. But even for Asmund saying this now, like, yeah, bruh, again, changing who you are to fit other people's approval, like, yo, fuck all that. I'm never doing that, John. That's why I tell heads, bro, you are coming to TTE, Trill Talks Everything, dare to Trill the Yap. If you want me to regurgitate somebody else's opinions or your opinions or some John right back at you, that shit is not happening, bro. It's not. Every person is born with their own individuality, born with their own opinions, all of our ideals, and they deserve to be heard out. But at the same time, again, heard out. That doesn't mean heads have to agree. Heads should hear you out. That's the whole point of discourse. But that does not mean, again, they're going to agree. They're going to fit your standards. They're going to fit your narrative, fit your agenda, all these different genres. Like, nah, bro. Let heads be free, baby. You already know. Again, that's why we love One Piece, bro. And again, so I really rock with Luffy. Zoro's my favorite character. You already know. But like, yo, the warrior liberation, the sun god, the freedom, like the freedom to be yourself. You don't gotta fit nobody else's standards, bro. Like, and this is why I always say too, with best interests of heart, this could actually is a good transition off of like, you know what I'm saying, going on to that. Best interest of heart, you know, again, let me move myself to the side. Keeping the people who you love around, making sure they are good, and they do the same for you, vice versa. If you're seeking validation or gratification, you want to get it from these people. Yeah, like, again, you get it from the heads that love you for you, that have your best interests at heart, that want you to be happy, want you to be free. Like, they want you to express yourself in the way you'll feel the most free again, and comfortable, like, safe, you know what I'm saying, secure, all that. You need them people around. I ain't fitting your standards. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? Yeah. But nah, seriously, though, like, you shouldn't put yourself in a box to fit somebody else's genre, fit the world's genre, to fit society's genres, right? You could be a little quirky, but yeah, again, no cringy timing. But like, yeah, you gotta have your own quirks, your own differences, all this genre. Don't put yourself in a box, again, for other heads' approval, bro. You need to surround yourself with people who will let you, no matter what. But better yet to that, like going off the box analogy, bro, forget that, John. Instead of like putting yourself in a box that fit the jump for other people, and if anything, you need to build a big ass box and fill it with the people again who will love you for being you in that box. But anyway, don't put yourself in a box regardless, because again, that's just shelter and growth. You need to keep growing. Growth is infinite, baby. Factual.
But what I am seeing is that people are changing to become closer to me.
Hey, listen, people can't use the room insult anymore because he actually went and cleaned it, right? You know, the 50 to 100 sodas and wrappers, they're all gone. So
Christ. Yeah, man, this boy is ridiculous. This boy's Crazy.
You know, props.
But yo, that's what I'm saying. It's the Roach King. You got that boy cleaned up, which is good to see. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely, because my lord.
To him for that. But yeah, genuinely, Hasan is like such a high school bully, you know, still harping on these few things.
I mean, well, this is adult high school, am I right?
It's like, oh, you're smelly, you don't shower, your social skills suck. And the thing is that it...
I mean, hold on, I got something for y'all. What I say? Can I get like the yeah, there we go. Yeah. This ain't adult high school. We literally got like fucking Hasan talking about he's gonna like stuff Asmund Gold in a locker, like through the internet with his opinions. This is not adult high school. Anyway.
just doesn't work anymore. He could probably do this before and it would work. Well, no, he couldn't. I mean, he was Froggen size, you know, so it probably...
Beast?
It wouldn't work at that point either. But what Hasan doesn't realize is that people on the internet just don't care. People in general, like actual adults, don't care. They just want to be entertained. They just want to...
Love when the things I say are manifested by others.
Hear someone have some common sense. They just want to support their favorite creators who actually have likable personalities.
That's why you always gotta shout out, share the love with the audience, baby. Because you need to share the love with heads that appreciate you for being you, bruh. Heads that are entertained by you because you are you. The genuine you. But seriously though, again, that's what I'm saying.
Unlike Hasan Piker, who's just about the most insufferable douchebag to ever exist. You've
approved.
Lost Hasan, and you continue to lose day after day. Every day online for you is an unlimited humiliation ritual.
Of course I'm gonna
Turkish eye-dubs.
oppose it, and I hope that other people will find courage to also oppose it.
Right. He wants everybody. What is he? He's trying to build Dumbledore's army. What do you even say or do about something like this, man? He's trying to build Dumbledore's army to try to make me look bad. Hasan probably smells bad all the time.
Guys, every accusation is a confession with this guy.
Uh-oh, propagandist Piker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta go set up for your...
Hey, we got the nickname on deck. Projection Piker, back at it again. But really, Hasan is so pathetic that he can't even win this battle on his own. He can't fight his own battles. He's so desperate to rally support from other communities. Like, please, all of my Hollywood streamers, please criticize Asmongold. I mean, at one point, he was even begging to us. He was begging to the slop tubers to see the light, to see the truth, and actually go after Asmongold instead of actually making videos on him. And I'm sorry, offer rejected, man.
I'm about to say, yeah, no.
You need to actually have some substance to back that up, okay?
Exactly.
What the frick, editor? Don't jump scare me with Bathtub Piker. Taylor somewhere is thanking you. She just sent you $100 in your bank account.
No, the curse of Loren strikes again.
Hit rock bottom, you misspelled hit shock button. Right, so then Asmund calls out Hasan for advocating more violence, and nobody is shocked except Kai, of course.
Like I said, we outnumber them 1,000 to 1. I mean, this is, again, like basically retweeting somebody that's advocating for violence. Which is, like, in my opinion, it's so funny because the crowd objectively treated them better than the way he treated Capitol Police. And this is, I think it was a reply to this. So it's fine on the left that, yes, it's awesome when the community protects itself by counter-protesting against an outside agitator that's trying to foment racial hatred and start trouble. So you have Hasan here, who, and this is the person who crashed out on me because I was laughing that a stream sniper showed a picture of him electrocuting his dog. Hasan totally had a meltdown over this and was...
He sure did, and was literally, again, saying, like, yo, about Asmongold's address. We saw that John earlier. Like, what about Asmongold's address? And then, like, saying, oh, yeah, Asmongold, why don't you tell him to pop up to me with a gun next time? Like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, huh?
Telling people that they could find my address because I joked about him, you know, like having a stream sniper do that. And now you have somebody, Hasan is saying it's awesome that a person got stabbed in the back of the head. Straight up. Like, I mean, you're literally...
And I'm like, what the fuck?
You're creating a permission structure around vigilante justice. And this is a permission structure that will negatively affect him too. It will, because he has plenty of people that don't like him too. Would you want to see that happen to Hasan? I wouldn't. I don't want to have that happen to anybody. So everybody should just collectively be against doing this. But unfortunately, because...
Funny enough, like what Asmund's saying, this was some John we were talking about like earlier, like, well, not earlier, but like, you know what I'm saying, coming off of last year, bro, like, like towards like what was it, like October, November, in those months. But like with the temp and all that, especially around like the Charlie Kirk timing, it was like yeah, like around September, October, November. But yeah, bro, this is the whole thing with lowering the temp, bro. Like shit is again getting like way too like rising, bro. Shit is getting way too hot, bro. Again, you see all the whole shits with ICE, bro. You see the economy, like Jones is getting bad, bro. Again, like protests, that whole beat, like the temp, it's getting really hot, man. We are very, very, very far from having another ice age. I'll tell you what, man. Global temps are definitely rising. But no, seriously, not in the factor relating back to the politics, but like in the factor of like the metaphor, like yeah, the politics, at least in the U.S., like yeah, shit's is definitely getting heated, bro, and especially people's rhetoric, bro, and especially against either side of the political aisle, like.
It's going on his side. Now he has to pretend like it's a good thing.
Listen, I think in general, it's pretty dangerous to encourage people to become violent because it's just never going to end well, right? Because violence obviously goes both ways, right? And if you start telling people to take things into their own hands or...
Somebody has to do it, Piker. Mister, the people have untapped revolutionary potential, Piker. My fucking God, are these pants fuck! God damn it, Hasan, this fit is so fucking trash, nigga. I'm sorry. That shit was dicky. That shit was dicky. I'm not curious, but that was dicky. But god damn, this nigga fits me so fucking ass. Like, yo, where the fuck did you find these pants? Yo, every time I see these clips, bro, god damn it. I'm like, yo, bro, whoever the fuck gave you these pants, where the fuck you bought these pants, yo, man, that shit is just pain, bruh.
Or inspire a socialist, communist revolution like Hasan wants, you're just gonna end up with a lot of bad outcomes. Obviously, people like Hasan and their squad want somebody to do it or some shit like that, right? And when you say stuff like that, somebody does end up doing it to people like Charlie Kirk, for example, and Hasan will find a million ways to justify that shit as well. But the problem...
Oh yeah, Hasan, debate his corpse, huh?
problem is Hasan thinks that it's only going to be used against his enemies. Like, oh, we're the only crazy people in the world, but you constantly talk about the far right-wingers and how fucking Nazis they are. Like, it seems like you're not afraid at all, it seems like. And essentially all of these orbiters operate the same way of, you know, put a bounty on someone, beat this person until they're bleeding from the
yeah, it's blatant hypocrisy, and it's most definitely horseshoe theory.
Mouth or whatever. And essentially the message is go beat up anyone who disagrees with you politically, right? And obviously that's never going to end well because you are aware how many people actually hate you, Hasan. So I'd be very careful when you encourage violence like this because you're...
Horseshoe theory, a political theory that suggests the political extremes of the far left and far right share more in common with each other than with the political center, causing the political spectrum to curve back and resemble a horseshoe. It's like, yeah, again, this is why, like, yo, you'll see, like the whole Jones we'll see with ICE, like they'll call them Nazis, Gestapos, yada yada, this and the third, leaving like Pakistan should come off and saying like, but you assume it's because like of the brutality and shit that ICE is using. But at the same time, again, if some of the protesters, and this is exactly why we have my trifecta of a shitstorm, so I guess we'll keep going through it. Like he's using like obviously what happened with ICE in the Minneapolis, John, but like protesting, a good amount of it is like obviously having to get that right. But well, in general because of ICE, but like especially after that incident, like protesting is really going on. But talk about that. The policies of ICE and all that, what they can and cannot do, need to be like labeled and enforced supremely, sufficiently, like a lot, right? And then you have, we need to really define what a peaceful protester is, right? So if the political left, the woke schools, I like to call them or whatever, we got the magatards and the woke schools, right? If the woke schools are saying ICE's brutality and all that, they're going too far and all that shit, like, yo, it's crazy, right? Okay, that's understandable, right? But we're also on the other side saying, okay, well, yo, if you're protesting, what is the means of a peaceful protest? Because, yo, if some of the peaceful protesters, quote unquote, are out here doing some of this shit, like apparently stabbing heads in the back of the head, like, what the fuck? Like, again. Then it's like, okay, we have to also acknowledge that there is brutality there, and that is not acceptable. And this is the means. Either side, again, whether it be woke schools or magatard, for their side, whatever fits their narrative and agenda, they will shill out for it. They will, like, obfuscate for it. What, I have it on here, too. Fuck, I don't know if I actually... No, I know I definitely typed it on here. No. Where is it? Right there. Okay, bye. Yeah. Either side, when it comes to things that doesn't like fit their John, bruh, like, you know, say doesn't fit their agenda or narrative, they like won't actually look at the context or nuance. They'll immediately have what's called cognitive Cognitive dissonance. The mental discomfort a person feels when they hold two or more conflicting beliefs, values, or attitudes, or when their actions don't match what they believe. It explains double standards, why facts alone don't change minds, and helps to understand the defensive reaction to criticism. Like, yeah, this John be talking about, like, they'll immediately have cognitive dissonance to arguments that do not fit the agenda or narrative. And this, again, stuff with ICE and protesting, like, this is, again, a John that perfectly fits it. So, to explain that, enlightened centrist Trilly. Yeah, hated by all sides. Yeah, scum, fence sitter. Yeah, disgusting.
Literally one of the most hated people online, period, right? You should be the first one de-escalating and condemning violence on both sides, right? Whether it be law enforcement abusing their powers or protesters, you know, overstepping boundaries and getting...
Yep, Pegasus, yep, TLDW, exact everything I said. Yeah, truly does, yep, fucking everything. God damn it. Well, this is why we love our glorious Slop Kings.
Violent and attacking random people. Then Hasan just warns us on what this will actually lead to.
It's really, really problematic to see this happen. Whenever you see any content creators that are creating a permission structure or any sort of a rationalization for why it's okay to violently attack a known person in public, what they're doing is that they're putting their own lives at risk. Because whenever you create an environment where that's acceptable behavior, you also create that environment for yourself. And I don't know why he would do this. I don't know why he would say this. I think this is a terrible thing to say. It's an awful thing to do.
And funny enough, again, this is just goes on what I was saying earlier about the whole John with Hasan. Like, bro, he wants fucking, like, America to be, like, a communistic utopia or whatever. But, he does not realize, again, that will be a quote-unquote utopia for, again, the heads who are, like, the state of power that run the means of everything, bro. The means of production and all that. But, Hasan, you will not be part of them, Jones. Like, you'll be wealthy, but you won't be part of their Jones, bro. So, this is gonna backfire on you very quickly, bro. Like, he's glazing up these oppressive regimes and shit, but he doesn't realize, like, yo, you not gonna be part of the top, baby boy. You gonna be back with the common folk, the common rabble. Like, this shit is easily gonna fucking backfire, dumbass. So, why the fuck are you advocating for this?
And it's very disgraceful. And especially after he cried so much that I showed a video of him with a stream sniper. It's nuts to see what classic advocates for violence, the same people who resort to personal attacks. Well, they will, again, these people will kill you if they can. They will kill you if they can. If they are allowed to, that's what they will do.
Yeah, so if we look at this tweet here, Hasan goes, he's really trying to be the next Charlie Kirk. We got Mike from PA, another orbiter. I really hope he does. And this is obviously saying, I really hope this person gets assassinated or dies. More calls to violence.
Again, like, upping the fuck out of the temperature. Like, what the fuck are we looking at?
Essentially. And you would think this would be a new thing, right? Wishing death upon someone, but...
No.
It wouldn't be the first time for professional couch boxer Mike from PA. Reminder.
Because, Ethan should be bleeding out of the side of his mouth.
This is who he is.
I think that's fine. So if a guy pays for my
I haven't seen this one in a while. Oh.
cab.
I think they... I'm getting your attention.
God damn it, 0-4 against them fucking couches. Boy, that shit is pain, truly. Where the fuck even is Bad Bunny, bro? Fucking Kira chats, bro. Still ignoring your ass, I know that for damn sure.
I feel like I touched, like, a vampire touching holy water.
Can I help you?
Yep, we have never forgotten that one. The guy who's constantly advocating violence, saying to make Ethan bleed from the mouth, putting bounties on
Told you.
people to eliminate them, being this overall fucking loser. Yeah, that's who that is.
With my experience in life with people like Ethan, he's not going to stop until he's bleeding out of the corner of his mouth.
Man, and that's not even like one of your worst Jones, bro. Your take about Jews was, whew.
I mean, I feel like it's getting so crazy.
That one was a scorcher.
Now, the whole
Literally.
situation in Minnesota has gone completely insane. I don't want to really get into that because it delves into politics.
Yep, already, like, heftily dived into that.
Obviously, but it's just sad how divided, America actually is. And it's been this way for years and years, and it doesn't seem to be getting better at all. It's just radical extremists basically everywhere, being...
That's what I'm saying, because, like, obviously, like, duh, we have, like, what's the name? Like what is it called? It's supposed to be a bipartisan. Well, it is a bipartisan system. It's two-party system and all that, right? But obviously, like, what heads can't realize is that they try to make each issue partisan, bro. Like, it's just one side, when, like, there is a ton of fucking issues that are, again, bipartisan, like, mainly the economy and shit like that. But heads cannot ever get to those fucking, like, problems or anything like that are, again, bipartisan issues that need to be worked on by both sides of the political aisle. Because, again, they're too busy arguing whatever is the main pushing points, or whatever the main talking points or main policies that heads are running on, that are like fucking third-party shits, and they're arguing over those all goddamn day. And again, this is the whole thing I always say all the time. The woke scolds, it's goddamn it. Yo, I'm like fucking, again, having the hiccups, trying to sneeze and chat and fucking yap all at the same time. Yo, I'm dying. But, I'm good. I'm not actually sick or anything, but like, yo, seriously, can't fucking remember. Sidebar, super sidebar. Anyway, right, I say all the time with the woke scolds, it's like id poll, it's like identity politics, and then with like, yo, MAGA bulls, bro, it's like immigration and like the border and shit, because obviously Trump ran on that, John, right? It's like those are the main things heads are arguing about, and obviously with like, you know what I'm saying, the border bulls, like ICE and shit like that, and then from woke scolds, obviously they're counteracting these bulls protests with ICE, and then like obviously id poll Johns, that's like, you know, LGBTQ plus, like, you know what I'm saying, the whole issue with minorities, which again is going directly back into ICE argument. So it's like, yeah, you have all these different Johns, and they're focusing mainly on that when prior core issues, not to say like these things aren't issues, because everything dealt with politics is an issue. This is literally running the country, running, like, you know what I'm saying, like I just said, a country, running just a system of governance. But even barring like any of that, like, yeah, there's core centralized issues that are bipartisan issues that need to be handled by both sides of the political aisle together, that you'll never be able to really get to and really handle, because whatever issues are mainly being focused on, that again, third party issues, or like issues that like these political candidates, you know what I'm saying, or like electees or all that are actually running on, are just the primary issue that they're focusing on, which by proxy makes it the primary issue of the people. Like, it's just not gonna work, at least my interpretation.
Created by people like Hasan there, and then the government is also pretty fucking ridiculous, right? You know, the situations they're handling, like the files and all of that, right? And the general handling of it, all of these situations is just horrible. I mean, I don't
Yeah, tell me about it, brother.
know what the solution is, but I feel like you guys individually need to keep yourself sane. You know, everybody's going crazy
I'm gonna be saying everything is a political Rorschach test.
out here, but I feel like the legendary series shall keep you
The legendary series.
grounded. Stay logical and objective, and most importantly, try to enjoy yourself during all these terrible times. Moving on to Kai Cenat. Apparently, he started like a new channel and is going on this whole like self-improvement
Guy's mine.
journey, and people were making fun of him. Kai Cenat kept having to look up what certain words meant during his reading journey to become a better speaker. Crying emoji. 100k likes here. 70 million views.
Spontaneous. How do I pronounce it?
Spontaneous?
Spontaneity. Oftentimes when I don't know what a word is pronounced, I get to look at how it's pronounced and what it even means.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. The
Spontaneity. Okay, word. I thought you were trying to say spontaneous.
condition of being spontaneous. Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Oh, wait, was I right?
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. The condition of being spontaneous.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, it had to be somewhere around like spontaneous, because I'm like...
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. Spontaneity.
What book is he reading? Hold on.
Spontaneity.
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 Atomic Habits. Yeah, I can definitely see that. You can see it right there. You're reading Atomic Habits. Yeah, what's in it? I was saying this, John, in the last video when we were covering Yoko and Soida, because apparently they think they're financial advisors now. They were going over financial literacy. Oh, was that a nightmare? But yeah, right now I'm reading Psychology and Money. My next journal I'm about to read is about to be Atomic Habits. There's fireworks there. Like I said all the time, yo, listen, y'all. I know some heads hate school and all that. I fucking hated school, trust me. But for every head, you better get a fucking high school diploma, I'm saying. Yo, for college, obviously that's a whole different means. Obviously within your goals, passion, your dreams, career, whatever the means may be. If you need a degree, if you need obviously extra schooling for that, go. If you want to get into a trade, definitely do that, because yeah, trades are always needed. And but whatever, you know what I'm saying, your dreams are, whatever career path you choose after high school, that is on the means of you. But I do think everyone definitely should read. You should 100% read. Like I used to consistently read, like, you know what I'm saying, a couple of years ago. Then I, you know what I'm saying, started picking up again, because obviously, again, it's always, like, I was just literally ranting about this earlier, but like it's always like good for self-improvement, growth, and always like learning more, like obviously learning different perspectives, opening up your mind. Like I truly does think, yeah, truly I ain't reading shit, because it ain't fucking helping me grammar for shit, let me tell you. God, me and you in the same spot, let me tell you, brother, but we gonna keep improving. Anyway, parasocial beats aside, but like, yeah, I truly do think, yeah, heads need to read, like you should read, or like, you know, get into it, because it's definitely going to help open up your mind. You'll definitely see different perspectives depending on like what kind of books you're reading, but it really doesn't matter in general. Even if you're reading like, bro, fiction, Jones, bro, just read. Like, it's going to make you want to get into more books. Maybe John's, you know what I'm saying, like it'll be on the type of books I like Kai's reading right now, like Atomic Habits, financial books like I'm reading right now, like Psychology and Money, all these different Johns. But either way, just read. There's nothing wrong with getting more knowledge. I ain't gonna lie, Ty Lopez was a scammer, but like, knowledge is power though, baby. Facts. Brains over bronze. I don't care what nobody say.
Spontaneity. And spontaneity of life. Hardly such questions set up a false what does that mean?
Dichotomy?
Dichotomy.
Ooh, I know it. Dichotomy. I always say dichotomy because dichotomy is the contrast between two different things. Yeah.
Dichotomy. A false dichotomy. What does that mean?
A false dichotomy. Yeah, it's like if somebody's trying to make like a false contrast between two different things. Yeah.
Dichotomy.
At least from my understanding. I'm probably about to be wrong.
A division or contrast between two things that are or
Baby.
presented as being opposed or entirely different. Repeated branching into two dichotomy.
Yeah, I mean, literally zero problem with this. If you don't know.
I'm just happy to see it, bro. I'm saying, I'm not gonna lie, this shit got me feeling like my own self, clean. I'm just happy, yo. I actually, like, see, that's a good thing, though, because I'm sitting here, like, y'all always look up words all the time. Y'all see me do it, like, again, truly never beating the dumbass allegations. Y'all just be happy to learn shit. Like, bro, that means, again, you're expanding your knowledge, bro. Like, yeah, it just means you're learning more. There's nothing bad about that, John. If you want to make fun of a nigga because, again, they want to learn more shit and not like, yo, make fun of a nigga because, again, specifically black or no bullshit like that, you already know. But, like, yo, just making fun of heads trying to grow and expand and do better for themselves, again, self-improvement beat, bro. You trying to make fun of them for that? Nigga, that's because you can't believe that you can grow. Don't put that shit on nobody else, nigga. Keep that fucking energy over there because, nah, nigga, I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that. Never. Keep that energy over there. Like, bro, heads want to do better for themselves, bro, especially if you're doing this on a factor, like I say all the time, no one thing is family. If you're doing this for your peoples, bro, you're trying to, again, put yourself in a better position so you can put your people in a better position so you can help out your peoples, bro. Never putting no heads down. Fuck. We don't do that. We should have loved, baby. Seriously. But yeah. For heads hating on Kai, bro, for real, like, I know, because heads could be joking around, like, that's a whole nother thing, too, like, yo, heads obviously do that, bro, but, like, for real, if you genuinely think this is, like, a bad thing, bro, and you're making fun of him, bro, like, you're generally, like, think it's a bad, like, thing he shouldn't be doing, like, trying to read and better himself, bro, you're a fucking loser, nigga. I'll tell you straight to your face, fuck you. You would never be in my fucking circle, nigga. You only dragging us down. You ain't about to do shit, word up, bro. What I tell you all the time. The 5 people you surround yourself with, you make the 6. If one bull gonna drag you down, if one bull start dragging, he gonna drag the second bull, then the 3rd, then the 4th, then the 5th, and now all of a sudden you down too. Nah, you can't be in my circle. Get the fuck out. I'll see you later.
A word, you obviously look it up, right? And I mean, is anybody surprised that these TikTok brained rejects actually have a problem with someone trying to better themselves?
Not me, again. We started the clips page. I just see a whole bunch of stupid ass shit on TikTok, especially from this Hasan G-Boys in the comments. Holy shit.
By the way, spoilers, I'm also constantly looking shit up, okay? It's like, that's what
me too.
To do when you want to learn, okay? It's an OP strategy because that way, then you expand your knowledge all the time.
It's like, yeah, and this is the thing too, and again, this is the whole thing around the AI argument, because, like, yeah, bro, I totally, again, acknowledge there's a bunch of things to criticize AI for, especially on the factor of, like, bro, how it's affecting the people, like, what's going around now is called, like, the AI tax, bro. It's like, yo, heads of electricity going up, water's going up, bro. There's a whole bunch of Jones, obviously, with them building data centers, that's taking up, like, spaces where they could build new homes, all this type of beat. I mean, not that heads were 40 homes anyway, because now you're not buying homes until you're 40, so I mean, that's tough. But anyway, like, super sidebar that, like, there's a whole bunch of things to criticize with AI, but generally, bro, like, yeah, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok even, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Grok! Like, you know how heads be doing it, yo? And that shit has got this whole big controversy right now, especially on Twitter. Anyway, sidebar that, but John's like Anthropic, bro, with Claude, like, bro, these AI tools, these Jones generally can help you, because at the end of the day, like, you see a lot of heads like use AI to, like, fucking do their whole essays, do their whole homework. But if you generally are trying to learn, bro, these AI tools, like these LLMs specifically, because that's what they are, like, yeah, ChatGPT, like Claude and shit like that, specifically like large language models, these shits can help you, gang. Trust. These shits can help you. Like, if you're generally trying to learn and do research on that, it can help you. It's a tool at the end of the day. You gotta know. You, like, better not even you gotta know, because that's the whole point of a tool, is, like, depending on what type of tool it is, to help you learn. But again, today, we want to put it Bob the Builder style. You're not building shit unless you have the tools to build it. You could have all the knowledge, but, bro, if you don't put these tools to use, ain't nothing gonna happen. And even to that, even if you don't got the knowledge, you could even have a little bit of knowledge or no prior knowledge, but without tools, nothing is happening. Because I'm sorry, you can't build a skyscraper with your bare hands. Well, he is the example. But like y'all seen again with Kai there, like it forces you to learn new words. Through those new words, now you interpret things different. Through the meaning of new words, like you know what I'm saying, and that expands more perspectives. Like y'all not really just yapping. Truly repeats himself. Yeah, it's everything. But like all in all, TLDW. Are we editing that shit out? By the way, hell no. No. Read. Yeah, read. But coming off the AI Johns, yeah, criticisms, don't use it to like just do everything for you. Use it as a tool to help you expand your mind and research. And then coming off of that, definitely read first. Get books, start reading books. I put y'all on zlibrary.com and you can read a bunch of like online ebooks and all that. But I definitely prefer, me personally, I can't even show y'all a book right now because I don't even got many around it because they're all upstairs in my room. What's the name? At my office table or whatever, right? But like what was I about to say? But yeah, I prefer getting like a paperback books or whatever because me specifically, I like to highlight like passages and stuff in the books or whatever because obviously I can go back to them and like read it, John. But too, like it shows, read the book, you know. But like yeah, I prefer getting the actual book because then you know like, you can have it physically, just like you seen Kai with Atomic Habits. Like you just have that boy on you for real. But whole bunch of things all in all is to say like yo, there's nothing wrong. I already told y'all this is gonna be a Yap Sesh part because yo again, this is the stuff I like love talking about and shit like that. Y'all know me. But anyway, all in all, that's to say there's nothing wrong with trying to move forward in life, especially for Kai moving into a next step of your life and trying to improve yourself when doing that. And that's the main thing to focus on. There's nothing wrong with trying to improve yourself. There's nothing wrong. There's most definitely nothing fucking wrong with trying to learn. I don't give a shit what a nigga say. Yes, a nigga is a nerd. Yes, a nigga, what's the name? Is the I'm actually not any annoying shit. But yeah, bro. Yes, a nigga is. And yes, a nigga is by correctum. Cause yes, we do know that info. Big brain shit. Call him Vegapunk. No cap. Ah, lovely. But nah. You should always be trying to learn. You should always be trying to improve yourself. You should always be trying to do better. But within doing that, you should do it because you want to do it yourself. And that was a whole other thing we talked about earlier. You shouldn't want, like with Asmon going on one clip, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should want to do it off the strength of you want to improve yourself. Not because people put you in this box you feel like you need to fit. Because you want to improve yourself as a character. You want to learn more because you want to expand your own mind. That's the fact, baby. Facts are facts. Facts! Anyway, we better head out of here, yo. We got like a little bit left of this. Let's do it.
Right? We have the internet. We're able to learn anything at any time. Why not use it? You know, the thing is, when I started YouTube, I literally didn't know anything. I didn't know how to edit. I don't think I even knew how to sign into a YouTube channel. I was watching like Signed Out or something. I didn't know how to set up a mic or speak well or anything like that. Yeah.
I remember when me and the boss started, yo, we had like, yo, that camera's somewhere here. My man's man, I talk about it all the time on this, but like, my man's man had a T-Boo camera, you know what I'm saying, like a T-Boo webcam, but we started out with that at my old laptop, and like, now bull, like I tell y'all all the time about the setup. Now we got the 4-monitor Johns, bro. We got the new toys, obviously. We got the PC, like whole Johns, like, bro, you gonna learn. You got, and this is the thing I talk about all the time. Like, it comes off the argument of like, oh, streaming and content creation harder than 9 to 5. It's on base level, not. But obviously, the thing I say is that, yeah, it's not harder than a 9 to 5. But doing content creation isn't easy either. It's the thing, because again, You gotta know how to. You gotta know where to get all this. You gotta know what things to have, what things you need, how to do a setup, how OBS works. If you're a streamer, how to set up Streamlabs, all these different things. Like, jeez, yo, but it's these. I know nobody said bless you. I know nobody said bless you. That's tough works there. Anyway, I'm about to say, yo, am I sneezing again? My bad, y'all. Yo, I swear, this boy is truly the slops. But again, like, you have to have, like, that knowledge. You have to learn about this, John. You have to have that passion, that desire to want to learn. So how is that going to be cringe? Because at some point, every person is going to have that desire. Like, you're going to want to learn something to push yourself forward in life. Everyone has goals, passions, and dreams. So how else are you going to get there? You're going to have to learn how to get there. Facts! So again, I don't know how Hes could say it's cringe for Kai to want to learn or do any jumps like this. Because at some point, you're going to want to learn. Because I know you got goals, passions, and dreams. Everyone does. And if you don't, well, you definitely not talking to my ass. Because you're definitely, like, you're the number one person I hate. If there's any type of person that truly does hate, number one, and I strictly mean this shit with everything, it's someone who gives up on their dreams, their goals, their passions. Because what's the point? What's the point? I generally ask you that question. If you have no goals, dreams, passions, nothing, what's the point of any of it? What is it?
You know, I had to learn like a billion things all from scratch, right? Whether it be YouTube retention and all this bullshit, right? And it's all self-taught because when you really want to, you know, pursue something, you don't let anything stop you. You just look it up, and you know, it takes a long time to learn or whatever, but eventually it all adds up, and one day, you know, you got a career and stuff, right? So, you know, props to Kai here. Even reading, you know, Atomic Habits, it's a very popular and a very goated book right there for, you know, setting up your life habits very well. Bro quit streaming to learn how to read. That's not exactly right. Bro quit streaming to get his K-8 education. Ko listened to it and still pronounced it wrong. Yeah, whatever, a bunch of bozos. Now click this video for some good luck this week. Have a great week. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
You already know, baby. You better shut up level one of my glorious Slop Kings. Le Pegasus. You already know, baby. That
bozos.
was
Now click this.
Hasan's friends just destroyed him. You already know, though, of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, the OG Daily Slops, you know where that boy's going to be at every single time. Down description, first link, sure to love it, of course. Pegasus! Man, we got to get into that final basic ejection. Come on now. Yeah, of course, Hasan doing shot collar trivia. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, he's an important piece of shit. We already knew that. Yeah. Him and Aswingo, they just go back and forth every single time, bro. It's just gonna be ad hominem. Yeah, he doesn't shower, and then like, yeah, now Hasan stinks, and now like Hasan doesn't smell good. Yo, y'all see my fucking my post notes I be using for timestamps, but like, yeah, I ain't not gonna lie, I be using this boy as like a fidget toy now. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, the ADHD aside, but like, yeah, fucking Asmin and Hasan going back and forth on Asmin doesn't shower, and now Hasan apparently stinks. Like, we're gonna be doing this shit forever. Yeah, Hasan doesn't participate in petty drama, by the way. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And then again, Hasan saying like XQC again is like, you know what I'm saying, one of the bulls he would call out or whatever for like only worrying about cloud and only worrying about viewers and all that, when that is obvious cap. Hasan is literally Mr. Narcissist. Like, he is literally the person that Yoko got the Yoko complex from. Crazy works there. But that's stupid. Obviously, yeah. Trilly is like word of the year, bro. That was like word of the last 3 months last year. I was saying obviously a lot. Still, obviously, I'm saying it now. Obviously, I didn't drop the oh no, I didn't drop this whole jump. Okay, anyway, we seriously and obviously need to get out of here. But also too, with Hasan calling out Jellywig, saying that like, dang, he not popping out to Jellywig funeral. I mean, this is what it is now. If the G-Boys definitely seeing this, so the G-Boys seeing this, yeah, Jellywig definitely just got casted outside the orbit. So tough works there, I guess. Yeah, the glazing and getting that boss call was all for nothing. Rip. So tough works there. I mean, what can you do? Truly. And then you already know. All in all, oh yeah, also the thing too with Hasan's rhetoric up in the temp, hefty, bro. Like, again, political Rorschach text. I keep trying to tell y'all, bro. You can keep shitting on a nigga for being an enlightened centrist, bro. For a nigga for being a fence sitter. I'm sorry, I'm not just taking some side of the political aisle, bro. If possible, I want to see as much nuance and context, bro. I want to see the John from both sides. If you're just staying, again, trying to be ideologically pure to one side, bro, you're just ideologically captured again. Can't be like that. You gotta be objective. Being objective is a hefty Jones. That's why it's on the Trexicon. Facts. And then, yeah, last part, Kai reading, I yapped hefty about that, so obviously I'm not gonna keep yapping about that in the final John, but like, yo, there's nothing wrong with, again, learning. There's nothing wrong with wanting to grow and personally improve yourself, especially if you feel as though you want to make a change in your life. Don't let anybody ever tell you can't make a change, and don't let anybody who's trying to make fun of you put them thoughts in your head that you can't change. Nah, they can't change, and the only reason that they're doing it, John, is they're taking it out on you. They need to start believing in themselves, and maybe they wouldn't be sitting here spewing that shit at you. Oh yeah, bro, this nigga reading, bro, this nigga trying to learn, and you're not. What the fuck are you doing? Not shit, probably. Again, wasting time telling a nigga that they can't learn, that they can't read, instead of trying to educate your damn self. Like, yeah. Shit crazy. But seriously though, you already know. Again, shout out La Pega Shash. You already know, Glorious Slop King on the shit ST. We love them. We sure do. Of course, the Daily Slops, this episode will be down. First link, you know, just in the description. Messing up the outros and all that, but y'all know where the video is going to be at. It is every time one of the Daily Slots is literally Sloppy the mixing messages. You know where it's going to be. Down in the description, first link, show the level of Pegasus, and I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.